Hello, this is Karto 1989 for February's BlazeCast. With me this month, I have Halo Hunter,
I am terribly ill.
Nretsew,
Hey everyone.
and joining us again, Dominic.
Hello again. Dominic, yay! Shut up, Hunter.
Okay
Okay then.
Oh god. Alright. Sorry if we seem a bit down, it's just, well, me and Dominic at least, were just watching the Sonic stream where they didn't announce anything.
Fucking
Really? Oh, God, I didn't want that. I was just like, no.
The entire thing was just them advertising the older games in Wreck-It Ralph. That's it.
Really? That's such bullshit. Because, I mean, at least Nintendo got to the point, you know? At least Nintendo fucking did something.
Well, yeah, we'll be talking about that a bit later, but it's like...
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
The only other thing Sega have actually done today is they put up a blog post which contains the letters which spell out red herring.
Oh god, it's Sega Bass Fishing!
No, it's... Well, they've put up a photo of the 10th anniversary Sonic statue. So most people are thinking, oh, it's Sonic Adventure 3 with Big in it.
Maybe
this stream exhausted you? How long was it?
What?
This video exhausted you? How long was it?
It was about an hour long, but it was basically that.
Let's see.
Yeah, an hour of them just talking about the Sonic series. Like, yeah.
I would have thought that'd be your equivalent of heaven right there.
Not really, because I got an entire book which does that.
Yeah, but like I said, at least Nintendo got to the fucking point.
Yeah.
Anyway, it better be SA free, because I mean they're probably running out of ideas at this point.
They keep teasing it. It's really getting on my nerves. Just
I don't give a shit what anyone says. Sonic 06 was not SA free. And if it was, may God have mercy on Sega's souls.
I'd just love to see a pie chart of all our podcasts showing how much of it is Sonic talk.
every single one of them.
Well, then we should probably get on to site announcements and such, which I have a few.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I've been having to do a lot of work, so there are still a few things which I need to post onto the site, but about the site we have a few new episodes of Otaku Nate's reviews. Juneberry has done a few more. We got the season out. Yeah, we've got the season outlook and reviews both up, and I have actually had to change the way we do them in terms of their appearance, just so it's easy for me to get the videos out.
Right. Now, I have an announcement. I actually fucking did something!
Yes, Nretsew has a brand new series, which I will be starting to post onto the site.
It's a great achievement as one beating LTF than me.
Right.
You doing what?
I said I could beat LTF.
What the hell's that?
LF. Faster Than Light game, the indie game.
Never heard of it.
Bruce mentioned it. It's one of the best. It's one of the best indie games there is.
I've heard of it. I haven't played it, but anyway, I should talk about Demo Pad for a minute. Yeah, so my new series, Demo Pad, is basically just me talking about demos that I play on Xbox Live. The release schedule is very hectic. It's basically going to be whenever I can get them done, because I'm going to be quite busy with schooling. The next one will be on Metal Gear Rising, but I in order for me to do it, I have to replay the demo and take notes and all that shit. So I kind of.
Obviously, it'd be a lot easier. It'll be a lot easier, like once you've got recording footage, because then you can just record the game and do your commentary over it.
When I get a game capture card, it will be a lot easier. But at the moment, it's basically just going to be whenever I either feel like doing it or when I have the time to do it. So the release schedule is going to be a bit hectic, but at least I am doing something on my own. And another thing to note is that these will be uploaded onto my personal account and not on the Snap channel, because we're currently going to try and maybe reformat it, because I think I was talking about this with Karto a few weeks ago, but Pika wants to try and get partnered, so we're going to try and do a few reformatting stuff in terms of how we lay out the channel and whatnot. So until we get that done, don't expect anything to be released on the official Snap channel, but expect things to be released either on my channel or on everyone else's personal channels. And of course on the website. Which it will be up when it can. So yeah, pretty much that's all my news. Yes, that's all my news. Pretty much.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got a few pieces of general news, not as much as what we had last month. Oh god, is that a lot?
Very short podcast, I can feel it.
Yeah.
We're spacing out in between our announcements. We're just trying to hold it back as long as possible.
So the first one was announced just after we did last month's podcast, and I did actually mention this in, I believe it was the season outlook. There's a new Ghost in the Shell series coming.
Woo! Yep, that sounds awesome, actually.
However,
I know. I didn't know.
Yeah, here we go.
it's called Ghost in the Shell Arise, and it is not going to be a continuation of the standalone Complex series. It's going to be another reboot.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Fucking reboots!
I really don't know how I feel about this, because on one hand, it's Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
So I can't think of a single thing Ghost in the Shell has done bad.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of the thing. It's kind of like
I mean, I can't even think of something.
it's it's got the expectation to be good, but then again, if it's not, it's going to be a huge disappointment.
yeah, because I'm taking a step back. Really, I'm just going. Okay, I'm not going to get excited about this until I've seen it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not going to get...
Why is it
I think,
really
actually, Red Mage is probably going to be more excited about this than I am, because he's massive Ghost in the Shell fan, so I might talk with him later about it.
Yeah, because I mean, they kept saying that they were actually interested in making a third gig for Standalone and Complex.
I can't really think where they'd go after the ending, but...
well, they still had after the Solid State Society movie, there could have been a continuation quite easily.
Oh, I was referring to the end of the series, but okay.
Well, yeah, the movie carries on from the end of the series.
Oh, right. Okay.
So yeah, Solid State Society left it open for a continuation, and there was still quite a lot of characters they needed to explain the backstories of. So they very easily could have done a third gig, but no, we're getting.
Without the major, who can you fucking continue it
What?
from?
And with the way that. And with the way that reboots have been going.
Yeah. And I think really my biggest worry right now is the fact that considering the last production IG series I watched was Guilty Crown, I'm not getting my hopes up.
Every production has hits and misses.
I know, but it's just production IG. They seem to be really going on a downward spiral recently. I know I'm probably gonna get lynched for saying that, but it's just the way I feel. They haven't really made anything which has really caught my attention.
Oh well, what other interesting news do we have today?
Well, Namco Bandai made a pretty good announcement.
Oh yeah?
They're going to release Project Crosstone in America and Europe.
Oh yes, I heard about this.
Yeah.
Watched the trailer. Looks interesting.
Yeah, we actually did. There was actually rumour flying around, which we did actually talk about quite a while back, that they were going to release it. For those who don't know, Project Crosstone is an RPG for the 3DS, which features characters from Sega, Namco Bandai, and Capcom.
And now I know.
And it looks really good.
It does. It's not going to be the reason I buy my 3DS later on in the year, but it's definitely up there.
Cause I do have to laugh because like if you watch the trailer where they actually show off like all the characters, half of them most people would never have heard of.
Yeah, it was funny.
I never really figured them doing trailers on a handheld console, so... Sort of
But
weird.
something I did find really interesting is that they actually are going to use old Dante in it.
Yeah.
That's something that I found really interesting. So, personally, I think that after what's happened with DMC, I highly doubt they're not going to make another game with classic Dante.
Nah, me
Because
neither.
I think that they will continue with the reboots. I think they'll continue that series, but I think they'll still keep old Dante in like a separate game series because the fan backlash has been immense.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, since I haven't played the full game, I'm going to be very open-minded to it. I'm not going to say that this and that and tit for tat, but
Yeah.
I am going to say that, personally, I think the new Dante does look a little bit too dickish for my tastes.
I just...
Much I could do
Yeah,
better.
I can't say anything about the new DMC in terms of gameplay. I mean, it doesn't look that bad.
Gameplay's
I'm
fine.
just... Yeah,
Gameplay's fine.
I just
Gameplay's
don't...
fine. It's
For me, and I think for most people, it's just the fact that new Dante is kind of a dick.
yeah.
And not in a
For me,
good
'cause
way.
I get into this in the demo.
You normally like
I
some
get
good
into-
dick thing, Phil.
Very funny.
I get into the demo pad itself, but basically the gameplay is satisfactory. I found nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly fine. It's just I can see the way that they're presenting the characters to piss a lot of people off, and especially when you have fucking jokes that make fun of classic Dante, then you know you've got some fucking trouble.
And like I said, I believe I did actually say this last time. They make a joke about classic Dante, saying like, "Not in a million years." Then the first piece of DLC is classic Dante.
Yeah.
What the
So
fuck was the
that's
point in that then?
That's what I mean. I highly doubt there's not going to be another mainstream game with classic Dante in it. It's just like, fuck no. There's no way. Like, it would just be like, they would lose sales, and they're already losing sales. It's not doing as well as what they wanted it to, basically. It's doing okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think really the hardcore DMC fans, they're not buying it, but a new
Yeah.
audience is.
That's why I reckon they'll continue this reboot, but they're also going to do the classic one with the classic studio and whatnot.
They do whatever sells. If
It-
they
It's
But
it's
not
Cap.
sales that
Oh, guys,
disappoints, you know, there's
guys,
no
you
way
have to
back.
remember this is Capcom we're talking about.
Yeah.
Ah,
Capcom have not made a good decision in fucking years.
I don't know what they're doing, mate. It's stupid. But yeah, that's my opinions on that. Anyway.
Yeah, I think I actually do think that Project Crosstone will actually be the best thing we see featuring Capcom characters, and Hunter's just dropped. Yeah,
Yeah, I reckon it looks good. But of course, the main reason I'm buying my 3DS now, fucking Pokemon. I have to fucking buy Pokemon. that's my...
it does look like the right step forward for the Pokemon series, but I mean, I've got Black and White. I think I've got Black too. I have not played it.
I haven't brought Black and White 2 because I haven't brought any games for my DS just because I want to get the 3DS first. It's because I only have a DS Lite. I don't have like that old fucking DS Lite. I don't have a DSi or anything, so
I've got the original DS.
Oh fuck!
I kind of always have. I always have the first model of a console in most cases because it's like I've got a classic Game Boy, I've got an original brick Game Boy, I've got an original GBA, I've got an original DS, and I've got the announcement colour for the 3DS.
Nice. Well, I reckon I'll get. Like I said, I am getting a 3DS, but it's just going to be a while.
Yeah.
Because I've actually like poor because I bought the season pass for Black Ops 2, so I can get all the DLC.
You
instead.
fucking idiot.
No, it's cheaper. It's fucking cheaper.
No, it's the
Because
fact that you bought DLC for Black Ops 2.
Oh, shut up! I wanted the zombies map. Okay, I fucking want. It's fucking zombies in skyscrapers in fucking China. How can you say no to that shit? Okay. I don't care about the fucking Peacekeeper, although it is a good gun. I don't care about fucking maps. I care about goddamn zombies because I want to see where they take that. Alright? If I have to pay DLC for it, I'll fucking do it because I love fucking zombies. But as I was saying, it works out cheaper because if it's 1,200 Microsoft points for each pack and there's going to be 4 packs, it's cheaper to just pay 4,000.
Yeah, I mean, I just fucking hate season passes as a whole.
I don't like it either, but if it's cheaper, then I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And it was only like $60. It was like I wasn't too fussed about that. It's just, that, and it was my present for getting in NCEA level 1, which is a schooling thing in New Zealand. Like it's high school certificates and shit. I could explain it, but it would take up the whole fucking podcast.
So yeah, let's move on a bit from that as we wait for Hunter's internet to reconnect because he's completely gone offline.
No biggie.
Yeah. But yeah, Sony have been teasing an announcement of some sort for later this month, and of course, most people are expecting it to be the PlayStation 4.
And it's like, look at all the fucks I give.
Yeah, exactly. I don't give a fuck because it's like everything, all the rumours that I've heard about it make it just seem as if Sony are ripping off Nintendo again.
They better fucking not, because I really don't think that's a good idea for them at this point.
And plus, let's face it, the original model PS3 was crap.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, like I said, I'm not fucking that fussed on it, especially since I have never been a Sony fan. Like, I have never been like that interested in PlayStation. I've always been a Microsoft boy. So, I mean, if it seems interesting and it's cheap enough for me to buy it, I might give it a look. But I highly doubt that if a PlayStation 4 comes,
it's probably going to cost us like £1,000.
Yeah, I really don't think it's going to be really good, and it's kind of going to be like my standpoint on the Wii U. I mean, I'm not going to buy a Wii U until it's fucking at least like what, $250.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not
fucking
buying it.
Yeah, because I mean, I've got problems with pretty much all the companies right now, but Sony in particular, I just keep on having a go at them for quite clear reasons. In the fact they keep jumping the gun.
I saw your Twitter about the Japanese PlayStation Network.
Oh.
They burnt it off.
Yeah, that was basically it. I kept on saying that the classic style PSN was so much easier to navigate. Then I went on to the Japanese one recently. They've changed it to new style. Everything's different. I could not find anything. And literally, my first reaction was, "You maniacs! You fucked it up!" Yeah.
It's basically kind of like PlayStation Network. It's kind of like PlayStation Network Shop is how not to do a gaming service, and Xbox's one is because with the Xbox one, it's so easy to know where you fucking are.
Well,
like,
kind of. I mean, it could still be better presented because it's like the thing I hate about both Xbox Live and PSN is the fact that they have to have everything so big that barely anything fits on the screen.
I can agree with that actually, but I find Xbox's one to be very like it's very blunt and you can see exactly what you need to see, and it's
I'll admit that it's a lot easier.
It's not like you have to go through a whole heap of tabs and shit to get to where you want to go.
Yeah.
If I want to play the game, I can just easily get to the game.
And
I don't need to.
Because like I said, the thing which bugs me about the new PSN is the fact that when you're browsing and everything, you have to first find the game, which is a task in of itself, which usually results in you going into the search function, which thank God works. Then you get taken to the game screen, to that game's particular screen, where they list off everything related to the game. But it's the fact that you only get like 5 or 6 pieces of DLC on the screen. And really, they could so easily make it so you could fit about 20. But no, you can only have 5 or 6 because everything has to be huge. And then every single piece of DLC has its own individual screen. where you can add it to the cart and everything. It's like, what the fuck point is that?
Surely there should be
I
a
agree.
customization, a scale down option of some kind.
There
Yeah,
used to
that would be
be, on the
cool.
original PSN, you could reshape it so everything was either bigger or smaller. But they've taken that feature away. It's like, fuck you, Sony.
Yeah. Well, anyway, PlayStation 4, it's the same. I'm going to say the same as what I say for the 3D. I mean, not the 3D, it's the Wii U. If it's going to be fucking like $400 New Zealand, I'm not going to be able to fucking buy it.
Exactly.
Even if I wanted to buy a Wii U, I can't because it's so fucking expensive.
Yeah, 'cause I mean,
So until the price.
yeah, I mean, because Nintendo, at least, they do try and announce some games. Sony, they just announce the console and then leave it to everybody else to make the game announcements.
Yeah.
Kind of dicks like that.
Yeah.
I would buy
my
a Wii U
dogs-
until it gets more affordable, like yourself, Nretsew. I mean, I would go far lower than you. I'd wait for like a second-hand one for like 180, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
I'd be
dog-
waiting for a long ass time, but I'll get it soon enough.
Yeah. My dog's not barking now, but my dog was just barking, so I might need to go and check that later.
Yeah, well,
Check that later.
yeah.
Aren't you a responsible house owner?
Yeah,
Well,
Aren't you in a house or something?
Speaking,
No.
well, moving on.
Dude,
Speaking
I'm
of,
only 16 and you
Right.
expect me to own my own house.
I
Oh,
expect
God.
foreigners to be way richer than me. I mean, imagine
Oh,
those guys
folks.
in America who have their own cars and own homes and own
Dude.
like everything.
Dude, no.
So fair.
I wish, but no. Continue, Carter.
oh god. Moving on. Speaking of Nintendo and the Wii U, they made quite a lot of announcements recently.
Ooh, goody.
Because they recently did one of the Nintendo Directs, which is like a live stream where they basically just reveal stuff.
Yeah.
And most of the stuff was pretty obvious. Like they're gonna be showing off a new Mario Kart, a new 3D Mario game, and apparently some Smash Brothers information will be at E3.
Yeah.
But really, the biggest thing to take from it was the people who made Xenoblade Chronicles are working on a new game, which looks fucking awesome.
Ooh.
It's like,
Interesting.
yeah, it's like Xenoblade Chronicles, but with giant mechs you can pilot.
Oh shit.
It's like,
That
oh.
sounds fucking awesome.
There aren't enough games with giant mechs in them. Okay.
They
Even Halo 4 does it,
Yeah.
so yeah.
They are working on a new Zelda game where they've actually said that they're going to be rethinking everything people expect from a Zelda game.
And introducing giant mechs, of course.
That would be awesome.
Giant mechs in a Zelda. Zelda 2025. That's what we need.
Hmm.
Okay, Land of Hyrule in the future. That'll be.
Yeah, that'll be fucking big.
Mm. Yeah, but they said that to tide us over until they're ready to talk about the next Zelda, they are releasing a HD version of the Wind Waker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was some sort of new game. I saw like artwork and
Now,
images of it. It's just HD. Okay.
the thing is, though, we don't. From the screens that we've seen, it's hard to really know what to think because it doesn't really seem like it has the same cell shading as Wind Waker did.
Right.
Right.
I can't remember what I think. Loads of people are saying it's got more bloom than cell shading, something like that. Yeah, and really,
I'm sure they wouldn't be doing it if it's not an improvement. So.
well, yeah, I mean, it does look good, but it just doesn't look right. Something
I don't know
just
if it's even worth it. Aren't they just like create it in like that new graphics with like extended, well, not extended gameplay, new areas and whatnot in the same game. I mean, it's not really worth buying a new version of Wind Waker when you could just have it slightly prettier. It was pretty fine already.
yeah. I mean, Wind Waker does still look really good. It's
What's up? Fine.
it's just this HD version. They have said that they are actually going to be changing a few things.
Right.
So whether or not that means that they'll be fixing the search for the Triforce shards, we don't
What's
know.
wrong with that? Wasn't that annoying enough? Okay.
Really, that's really the only thing they should really change about Wind Waker.
Oh yeah, because the beginning Forsaken Fortress wasn't a bitch.
Oh, but That was annoying,
I
yeah,
always
but
complain about that part.
it was
It's so
annoying, yeah, but it
bad.
wasn't as bland and dead
They
as the Search for the
introduced
Triforce.
Solid Snake sections where they didn't belong. Damn it!
Do 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 do.
Yeah.
Do do do. I think I love that
But you
song.
have to remember that bit isn't as long as the Search for the Triforce, which just got so fucking boring.
Do, do, do.
But I just wish there was an option to skip it. You know? I mean, I did save past it just so I wouldn't have to play that bit.
But I think really we need to see a proper trailer to really see what on earth Zelda Wind Waker HD is really going to be like, because the screenshots didn't really impress me. That's all I can say about that.
Right. I would love to see a two-player element in it. That'd be cool.
They have said that they are thinking of adding a multiplayer Zelda into multiplayer segment into the next Zelda game.
That would be pretty cool. I like that. That would be pretty cool. Anyway, shall we move on?
Well, what was I going to say? Because I could have sworn there was another announcement they made.
Oh, then.
Now the dog's scratching at the door. God damn it.
Oh, god damn it, it's going to bug me the hell out of me now. Because I know they showed off Bayonetta 2, which does look pretty good.
It looks good, but fuck. It's on Wii U, and I can't buy a Wii U, so grr.
You're
Grr.
There are actually advantages in not having the consoles yet, so you actually know what the good and bad games are by the time
Yeah,
you
because
get
I mean,
to
that's
it.
the main reason I held off on buying my PS3.
True.
I thought there was just because there was no games for the PS3.
And let's face it.
Well, a bit of both.
At this point in time, the Wii U doesn't really have anything really good on it.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
it's got COD, it's got Assassin's Creed, it's got
It's got everything the other consoles have. That's it.
pretty much. And sometimes
already
even worse. I mean, take Skyrim for example. They're only getting all of the DLC this month for Skyrim, when we've had it on Xbox and PC for like fucking months. So
Yeah, so-
far out.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, I think really the biggest game that I'm interested in on the Wii U right now is actually Lego City.
That looks
Okay,
quite good.
City.
Yeah.
It's basically a Lego version of Grand Theft Auto, but you're playing as a cop.
Ah. I was
That
thinking
actually looks
SimCity,
really
like,
good.
play. How's that going to work?
And I mean, if all the other games in the Lego series are to go by, it's going to be pretty good.
Hmm.
Because I
Yeah.
mean, God's sake, fucking bitch dog.
You really don't feel any excitement for Pikmin 3, Phil. Really.
Well, yeah, but it's just the
Right,
fact that
you
we
guys-
don't
you
know
guys talk
enough
about the-
about it yet. We just know it's a new Pikmin game. Like-
Yeah, of course, but you know, the first and the second one had a great enough contrast. I mean, it's,
I know, it's
two of the most Nintendo games involved their franchise, well, series.
I know. It's just I want to know and see more about Pikmin 3 before I really get excited
that's
for it.
true. It could just be an absolute clone with just different maps. Not even worth it, but no, it'd be a new experience.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
the stuff that they've shown looks really good. It's just the fact that I need more. That's basically it.
Yeah, well, I think we all do. But nonetheless, I mean, you're excited for other games that haven't been too revealing, but I just think you hate him. Gotta give him a chance, man. What do you have to say about that, Dominic?
I wouldn't know. I'm not really interested in Pikmin anymore.
No, what you're hopeful, what you're expecting to come out of this.
Hopefully, for this year, I want a bloody main Sonic game.
Anyone would. Anyone who's a Sonic nerd would. Namely you two. But there can't be everything for everyone.
Especially not the FZero fans, coming from what people have been saying recently.
Oh, what's with this?
So apparently, because like, lots of people have been saying like Nintendo are afraid to bring back a lot of their other series,
Yeah, that's true.
and
That could be true.
the apparent reason is because they don't sell well in Japan.
That's baffling. You would think
But
if
that-
anywhere it's... Japan would be their main area, really.
It's just the fact that because FZero doesn't sell well in Japan, they have no interest in making another FZero game for the rest of the world.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, that's how it works.
Market researchers would be.
I know, but really, wasn't the logical thing be then to then hand it off to Western companies
Yeah.
so that they can continue the series, make games for Nintendo, keep everybody
They'll
happy?
Sell it off if they're not even going to continue it. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're not going to continue it, sell it off. Seriously.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
the
'cause
other other game that they announced. It was so
Alright.
the announcement trailer was so short. Of course, I forgot about it. Shin Megami Tensei versus X Fire Emblem.
Right.
What?
Fire.
In other words, it's the demon system of Shin Megami Tensei, which obviously which has as a spin-off the Persona series. Take that as what you will, with the fantasy elements of the Fire Emblem games.
I'm confused.
It's really weird.
What game is it?
It's all we know is it's going to be a crossover between Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem, and it's going to be an RPG. That's all we know, and it's the fact that Shin Megami Tensei is demon capturing in modern day, and Fire Emblem is like the medieval tactical sort of stuff.
Yeah, so I'm wondering how they're going to pull that off.
Yeah.
Crossovers, for the most part, in games don't really work out in a long, complex story arc. I mean,
It's a very random crossover, but it's very interesting at the same time.
Yes, I agree.
And
Oh, yeah,
Nintendo did actually
yeah.
say that they are interested in doing more crossovers.
yeah, I can understand them being interested in more crossovers. It's just that those two aren't exactly what I'm thinking of, really.
I think it's because the Persona series has been doing so well for Atlas
It's doing
that.
fine by itself, surely.
Yeah, I know. It's the fact that since Persona is a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei, the entire Shin Megami Tensei series is becoming really popular.
Yeah.
So they thought, let's do a crossover.
You think it's an attempt to popularize, what's it called? Fire Emblem more?
Well, Fire Emblem actually just did get a new game release, and it's been doing really well.
Well, that's good.
That might not be it. Then.
Well then,
Yeah, it's just a random announcement, so weird.
Yeah, well, if Nintendo are thinking of making crossover games, then where's my Star Fox and Metroid crossover?
oh shit.
It's called Smash Brothers.
Oh,
You're gonna get. That's the best anyone's gonna get. I mean, it's pretty good, but that's not really a crossover. That's more of just an assemblance of everything together, which is great.
Yeah, I think
It's not.
when in terms of crossovers, they're more interested in going with franchises outside of Nintendo.
Yeah.
So, really, if anything, I'd be expecting more Star Fox X Metal Gear Solid.
oh.
I would thought Samus and Metal Gear Solid, but okay. Because I'm thinking Star
No,
Fox
because then
is-
Grey Fox would take on a whole new meaning.
Maybe Star Fox should be a crossover with Sonic more than anything if they have animal characters, but whatever. I mean, I know they're different companies, but nonetheless, I just say
Oh well then, let's
Ah.
move on.
the existence would make more sense.
Oh god. THQ are dead.
Yeah, basically, THQ have bankrupt and have been sold to everyone.
So to everyone, even me.
Yeah,
And just
even you. You own one share in Metro. One share.
So,
You own one share.
yeah, because I think really the biggest thing, which was the biggest selling bit of this was Sega picking up, was it Relic Studios because of the
Yeah,
sale?
Relic
Yes.
Studios, the ones who usually do all the Warhammer video games.
Yeah, I mean, I've got no interest in the Warhammer stuff, but everybody was talking about this. So I'm like, okay, that's good news for Sega.
The Warhammer video is not the actual game, it's just what
Because let's face it, we might not be interested in it, but those titles do sell quite a bit of money.
Yeah, because
So,
I mean, if I'm right, they make some like some of the desktop games as well, don't they? The Warhammer series.
But it was
Yeah,
table.
Warhammer is usually a tabletop game, but they have gone into video games
Yeah.
as well.
Because I know that a while back Sega teamed up with Games Workshop, who sell a lot of stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So really, this could work out for Sega quite a lot. But really, for me, THQ was known for just one series, and that was the WWE games.
Ah, yes, the WWE games.
They were the only THQ games I really gave a shit about, apart from South Park Stick of Truth, which has now gone to Ubisoft.
Yeah, which I saw coming. I saw that coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
But-
opinion, Rick.
If I can't remember who's, I want to say it was either Deep Silver or 2K Games who picked up WWE apparently.
I like
I
two
think it
games.
was.
They
I
brought
think
people-
you know, out of all of the people, it sounds like it would have been him.
Yeah, they brought me Stronghold.
I think it was 2K Games apparently. That's the rumor at least. I don't know whether it's true or not.
Right.
But it's like, if it is, it could be a good move. Because I love WWE games generally just because of the character creator.
Oh right.
Yes.
Alright.
I was going to question.
I gotta
you.
start watching the video game wrestling world champs again.
Oh, you missed the finale.
I've been at school, Karto. I can't fucking stay
Oh,
at home.
they
to watch it.
just did the season 2 finale, and they've done
It's
the
like
commentary
a
group have
movie.
released
This
videos
is
on it.
Like regular people
Right.
watch real wrestling.
Well,
It's a
well, if
watching
you
computer
video
game
game wrestling.
Yeah.
Well, Karto, you'll have to link me to the
Yeah.
videos. So I
For
can
that,
find
yeah,
it.
just for those who don't know, there's a stream on Twitch which does video game championship wrestling, which is basically people have made game characters from various different series in WWE 13, and this guy just has them wrestle each other, and they're really good.
Yeah, they are. It is really good stuff. I
Yeah,
mean, it's good
if
to
you've
watch.
ever wanted to see Ganondorf versus Raphael from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, this is your series. It was
It's
awesome.
not like the Super Attack ones you always link me to. This is actually like professional players here.
No, it's just a computer playing.
CPU. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I-
CPU.
They should be like professional players behind them.
No!
No, it's
Okay.
not fun. Yeah.
It's more fun to see them immediately eliminated by sheer random computerized chance. Okay.
It kind of is, because sometimes the computer is so stupid that they'll just let someone win instantly.
Yeah.
And so Baz, who runs it, he has to actually
That's not
redo the match, which is just hilarious.
Yeah, it's not my thing then. That doesn't sound right to me.
But yeah. So maybe we should have like a link or something to it. Just give them a little bit of advertising.
Yeah, because I mean, people on YouTube do commentaries on it, and they're some of the best ways you can watch it.
Right. Yeah, that sounds just fine to me.
But yeah, really the only two things we have left to talk about is something which I talked to Halo Hunter about, which got him slightly annoyed.
I
Of
think
course
I
it was
might-
annoying.
Yes, Cartoon Network revealed recently all their upcoming shows,
Yeah.
and
Okay. I haven't actually seen this yet, so could you link me if you can find it? So
I'm not certain
I
if I
think I
have
might
it.
have to look at this as well.
You
Um,
will understand once you see the link anyway.
yeah,
You will immediately understand.
basically they revealed that. Yeah, there it is.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
they
what you're
talked about all
talking
all their
Yeah.
upcoming shows, and one of them was a brand new Powerpuff Girls special.
And other shows like Teen Titans.
Yeah, and other shows, which we talked about Teen Titans before. We went on about that, and
I know this is particularly important to me since it's
yeah, Halo Hunter
franchise that
loves
is
the
near and
Powerpuff
dear to my
Girls,
heart.
and
It's-
this is going to be a CG episode for the 10th anniversary of Powerpuff Girls, and it's like, what the fuck are they thinking?
Yeah,
It doesn't
what
even look like CG, but even if it was,
that's
it's
not CG.
so wrong to even.
That is not CG.
I didn't think it was either, but apparently.
I mean that might just be artwork of what they'll look like. We haven't seen any actual CG. That might not be as they look like in the episode, but it does say that it's going to be CG.
Okay. You know you got problems when the one in the middle reminds me of my cousin.
Oh,
Now you know you got some problems.
but yeah, it's just yeah, it's
like
just
what I said. It's like because the original animation wasn't simple enough already, so you gotta
Yeah,
dumb it down.
and it's the fact that yeah, it's just the fact that this is celebrating the 10th anniversary of the show.
Yeah.
So, in other words, the people who are probably going to be watching it are the people who watched the original series. And obviously, the new people who watch it are going to might think, oh, this is actually quite good. Then they'll go back and see the classic episodes.
No,
So it's
not
like, what the fuck
impossible
is the
that
point of
it'd be
making this
good.
one CG?
It's not impossible that it'd be good, but my theory is there's a lot of fanboys who would constantly harass them to bring it back because it was so good. And
Yeah.
this is their way of crushing that constant feedback from them.
Yeah.
Like, you create a
It's a bit of
shit
a
show
dick.
so they can get rid of those people asking for it to be returned. That's my conspiracy theory if you have it like that.
Also,
Because
beware the Batman.
I know.
Beware that image is
Yeah.
like just fuck. What is going on in that image? There's like a frog person, a pig person, fucking.
And it's like all the things with the Teen Titans. I mean, it's fine
Yeah.
for shorts, but they're meant to be full episodes now. It can't work that way. It's just-
No, just give me
Yeah.
fucking Team Titans. Team Titans
Yeah.
is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
that show.
I was just going like, why don't, if they have no interest in continuing the show, why don't they just grab the classic episodes, stick them online or something so that people can watch them and they still earn money from it? So that way people know that, okay, the series is never coming back, but we can at least continue watching the original, continue watching it.
I mean, yeah, I guess you gotta count some small blessings in this. I mean, in the past, a continuation of the story used to be like a comic or something, like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Sonic, for instance. So at least it's on TV, and at least it's getting recognition in some way. It's just not as much as anyone would hope for.
Mm.
Like I said, it's not impossible. These
Well,
shows.
Also,
Yeah.
apparently Cartoon Network or whichever channel they're going to be putting on, I don't know which one it was, but apparently they're going to be showing more live action stuff.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Wait,
Kids,
friggin' Nickelodeon.
okay, I'm gonna tell you right fucking now. Kids do not like live action shit, okay? Or at least I didn't. I think it's fucking boring as shit. I mean, there have been a few live action shows that I thought, yeah, this is okay.
It's like-
it can be passed.
It's like
but no.
every time they just keep taking a step backwards, because it's like with 2D animation you could pretty much do anything.
Yeah. They,
Yeah.
they
With
get
CG you are quite limited. You can do a lot of stuff, but you've got to know how to do it.
Oh, that's
the Yoda Chronicles.
Like I say, with CG it's limited, but you can still do a lot of stuff. Live action, you're incredibly limited.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's just so many things that are beyond budget to achieve, so many things that are physically impossible, things that go beyond like health and safety, which they'd be accounted for if they're making show. It's
I'm looking at the Yoda Chronicles and I'm just thinking, I fucking hope this is just Yoda going, I will teach you to spell, I will. This shall be an educational show, it shall. I hope it's just like a 30 minutes of just Yoda. Like, just Yoda. Just fucking doing shit. Like, that'd be hilarious. I love that.
Ugh.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason people don't watch much TV anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
it's all
I thought it was with the commercials, but it turns out it was the content. Okay. It's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
It reminds me of my fucking cousin. I still can't get over that. That's fucking weird. Like, that's really weird how much of a resemblance it is. It's like, oh my god.
Mm.
Annoying trying.
Yeah, well, really the last thing I have to talk about is Nino Kuni has just been released.
Yes, it has. I can't play it because I don't have PlayStation 3, so I have no opinion.
I've got it.
I know you've got it.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Nino Kuni is a JRPG made by the same people, I believe, who made the Professor Layton games. And all the artwork and like some of the animated cutscenes were done by Studio Ghibli. So it's got a lot of charm. And I will say...
Sorry, I'm just reading... I'm on Twitter and I'm reading tweets that have been retweeted by Intom by... oh god, fucking hell.
Is that from the stream last night? Oh god.
No. It's from the guy who's like the head of Sega. He's putting out these really random fucking tweets. Our port of Sonic R was delayed again. Sega West thought it would be best if the entire soundtrack was dubstep instead of being...
Oh yeah.
That's fucking brilliant. I love that. And then he's done a reply to something. We have other recolors to catch up to. Some say Blaze is Purple Sonic, but I will not rest until we have an actual Purple Sonic.
Well, isn't that Dark Spine?
Yeah, this guy's fucking beautiful. Oh man, it's the actual... Oh, that's beautiful. Oh man.
Right, so what
Sonic...
you...
hang on. This is the
Oh,
best
come
one.
on.
No, this is the best one. Sonic Thunderstorm was renamed into Sonic Drizzle, as we worried kids would be afraid of the name, like they were Knight's Journey of Screams.
I just didn't want to go back into Sonic territory. You just get stuck on it so much.
No!
Give in, Hunter. Give in.
One of us.
One of us.
Damn straight.
Okay. Back to you, Garland. What you say?
Yeah. Yeah. Nino Kuni. It's really good, but it can be annoyingly kiddie.
That's right.
Because like
Always
the main character is so fucking stupid.
I thought you were about to complain. He's so fucking adorable. I just can't stand it.
No, it's like something that because they're trying
I know.
to make him look like the everyday person. They're trying to make him believable, but it's the fact that he constantly forgets almost everything in the first 10 minutes.
Hey, that's me. I'm adorable and I forget everything.
You're not adorable.
I'm adorable.
No, you're not. You're a fool. But
There is no judgment on my physical appearance.
but
No,
one thing that really annoyed me is the fact that yes, they're trying to make it believable because the idea is the fact that you keep jumping between the real world and this magical world,
Yeah, right.
and there's a point where you have to go and find a cat in the real world, and oh god, this bit really bugged me because the idea is the fact that you have this companion called Mr. Drippy, who nobody can see but you. I know.
Is this Mr. Drippy any related to Slippy from Star Fox?
No, because Mr. Drippy is fucking awesome.
I need to recover from that for a second. Mr. Drippy.
I know. What's better? No. Nretsew, what's better is he has a Welsh accent.
Oh my god, it gets better.
Mr. Drippy is awesome. I am not kidding.
Fuck me, that's brilliant.
But it's the fact that because he has a Welsh accent and he constantly keeps telling the main character like, "You're an idiot. Grow up."
Oh, that's great.
He's awesome, and I love him.
I can just imagine Mr. Drippy with sunglasses and a shotgun, just like fucking.
But yeah, but no, it's the fact that only Oliver apparently can see him, and
It's quite
there's
disturbing. I
well,
wonder if like there's a twist ending where he's actually insane and he's just like killed that.
I
cat.
keep thinking that, but there's a moment where you have to go find a cat, and then they say, okay, we need to take it back to his owner. So you're confronted with the scene of you running around the hub area, but with Mr. Drippy running behind you carrying this big fat cat. And it's the fact that nobody notices that this cat is floating in midair.
Oh, it could all be a delusion in his mind.
Wow.
Obviously, obviously I haven't completed it, so I don't know where this is going, but just the idea that nobody pays any attention to this floating cat really bugged
Yeah,
me.
strange events have happened.
YOLO.
Oh, and the game actually gets away with pulling the line. Well, at the beginning of the game, the main character has to run around looking for a wand.
Right.
What does he say while he's looking in the grass? Brown and sticky. Brown and sticky.
Okay. I didn't get it.
He's
I tried to hold it in there. I tried to hold it in, but fucking. Oh no.
he's looking for something brown and sticky in the grass.
I just don't know. Don't know what you're getting at.
I don't either.
Oh god. I mean, like I said, the game is really good, but oh god, does the game pull some stupid lines every now and then.
I bet you that's a fucking translation thing. Like,
I bet it would, because it does seem as if they do have a bit of a sense of humour at least.
yeah.
Like I said, if you've heard Mr. Drippy's lines, you would understand what I mean.
Oh, of course.
Anyway, so is that it for today, or is there?
I don't know.
I'm not entirely sure.
Well, I might want to point something out because I found out about this something towards like last week, and apparently YouTube is set to introduce paid subscriptions.
Oh,
for this
yeah.
spring.
Oh, really?
Oh. You maniacs!
No, they
Now,
better
that
not
is relevant
subscriptions. Because if they do paid subscriptions, I'm going to be so fucked.
Well, I get the feeling it's probably going to be like, if you pay, you'll get to see exclusive videos. I don't think it'll be like outright pay to view.
That would be bullshit, man. That would just be like, you fuckers.
Hmm.
Oh,
Even so, it's still a dick move, though.
Yeah. So I just.
Because, I mean,
it goes against the whole business in general, because the best thing about
Yeah.
YouTube is because it's available to everyone, and they
For
make
free, yeah.
from their views, and they get so many views because it's so easily accessible, because it's basically free.
exactly. So,
And besides all the money they get is from the adverts they put on their channel anyway.
yeah.
I think I think it's probably because a lot of people nowadays have ad block.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you don't see the adverts, they don't make the money.
I don't know, but that's exactly why. I'd rather support the people, you know.
Yeah, and I think they were saying something like, they're trying to incorporate sort of like it's sort of affecting most people now, where you can actually just send your video for revenue sharing anyway.
Yeah.
You don't have to be
Yeah.
a partner. So I think it's the fact that since so many people are doing this, YouTube have to find a way to make it so they can set like how much people will be earning.
Yeah, and that's I can
That's the
see it.
problem.
So it's the fact that it makes sense, but it's still really fucking stupid.
It is stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, someone else is just going to make an exact copy of YouTube, except continue it to be free, and they're going to make all that money just the same. I mean,
Yeah, that's damn straight. That is damn straight.
That's basically the only reason they don't have a true competitor is because no one else could match the fact that it's free and so popular. As soon as they make it for pay, they're gonna do it.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's just because it's free. I think it's because
that's just one of the things.
I know. I think it's really because of the video player. It's got to be competent and it's got to be good.
Oh, and that's pretty fucked up all the same. I mean, they keep doing uploads and there's all sorts of shit in the corner. It's the
And the white space. The white
Yeah.
space to do. The white
Did you
space
know
to
you
do.
can download videos?
I bet they're gonna they have to come up with something to put in that white space because it's so annoying.
I have actually had to zoom in on Google Chrome when I'm on YouTube. So
Yeah, 'cause
that actually removes most of the white space on the left side, just by
Yeah,
zooming in a bit.
It's really annoying because I have
It's so ridiculous.
like a 21-inch monitor upstairs, and
Yeah.
when I go on YouTube, it is annoying because I have to always tilt my head to the left just to look at the video.
Yeah, it's like who the fuck thought that was a good economic design? Like who fucking signed off on that shit? It's so bad. I don't even fucking believe it.
It just feels like they keep on removing features rather than adding them.
Exactly.
That's how I feel with just about every kind of update. It's like, oh, do you want an update of Windows Word? Oh, we'll remove this feature and remove that feature so you can buy a new improved version that puts it right back. Yay!
It's
There's
fine, it's
only
YouTube.
one good thing I can say about YouTube at the moment now, since they've actually managed to fix the subscription button, and when you click, because I've noticed this for a couple of days, when you click to get my subscriptions, you don't have to click another button to go to the uploads, because they're all up, they're
that's
all
something
there.
I noticed too. That
Am
was
I
annoying.
the only one who has never subscribed to anyone's channel ever? Because
Yes.
I never subscribe to anyone. I just type in
And that's why you get left behind when new videos are released.
Okay, I just keep with the same damn people. I don't want to be told what to watch.
Well, then just subscribe to the people you like, because then you will actually know.
Yeah, but then they'd be having shitty videos, and it's like, I don't really care if
Then you
do
can
that.
unsubscribe from them, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, but it's just so
I ain't
much
gonna be
work.
It's so much work to press a single button. You are the laziest motherfucker alive.
I knew this. But yeah, continue.
Oh god.
I hate.
Nah.
Anyway,
But anyway.
is that it? Is that all that we can do? Because I've got like a topic I guess we could all talk about if we need to do some time filler. And the topic is...
How long have we been going for though? That's the question.
We've been going for 58 minutes.
Yeah,
That seems...
Oh, come on, we could do my topic. It's basically,
Oh, what is it?
what is the hardest game we have ever completed? And we can all, just say it.
The hardest game in the world.
Yeah, the hardest game we've ever completed, basically.
Hardest game.
Joke.
Hardest game.
Hardest game.
The top. So
Oh fuck, Link's one. That
Right.
game was fucking... Okay, it took me fucking years to get to the final boss. No, it doesn't count because I still haven't beat it. But I'm still gonna say it anyway because
Oh,
the
God.
final boss... No, the final boss in Blinks the Cat 1 is fucking insane. Okay, it's like, fuck. You basically go into it and then he resets time, so you have to do a boss rush of every single boss at their strongest fucking power in the whole game. And then once you've done all that, you have to battle the final boss who has 4 fucking stages, and you only have fucking a certain number of hearts, and you don't get to fucking replenish before the final boss. So you have to go through the entire boss rush with practically not dying, and then you have to go through the final boss without... It's fucking insane. It is fucking... Oh my god.
Well, you just have to be Jesus in order to complete it, sure.
Yeah. It's fucking...
You just have to be
mate,
perfect.
Blinks the Cat 1 final boss is fucking insane.
Yeah.
So I still haven't beat that game. I want to, because it's like because it was one of the first games I've ever played. So I have
Well, I
to
suppose that
say-
could be a different subject. What is the hardest game you almost beat? But
Yeah,
it's fair enough.
Right?
It's
I can't really think of a game.
Yeah, because here's the thing though, is that if it was a hard game and I beat it, at the end of the day, I beat the hard game. So it wasn't really that hard because I managed to beat it. So,
But
hardest game you didn't manage to beat, yeah, it's probably better.
surely it would be frustrating enough that you spent like maybe even years trying to get past that stage, and it's like you've read up on strategies, and you're so tempted to cheat, but you think, no, I have to beat this game. So,
Yeah,
It's,
I have to.
basically my one. I mean, I could say beating Smash Brothers on professional with that final ending, but I'm not going to. The hardest thing I've ever completed on a game is the tower stage in Soul Calibur 4. All the tower levels to the end, and that took months and months of work. I like perfected different characters just to like survive to the end, to like regain health and be strong enough to take them down. And it was so frustratingly difficult, and the amount of like screaming time I spent at the screen saying, "You cheated me at the last hit, you bastards!" And there's like 150 or something, maybe 80 different levels. Some of them are easy, but it's just some of the last ones breakingly difficult.
I can't really think of a whole game. I suppose I could actually say either Persona 3 or Persona 4, but
These difficult games.
yeah, but I can at least say one thing which really pissed me off. A game which really pissed me off in terms of its difficulty. Dead or Alive 4.
Yeah.
Right.
For fuck's sake, I hate that alpha bitch.
This is meant to be based on difficulties.
I know, because she is difficult.
Oh, it is.
She has a cheap.
I don't doubt it.
She's incredibly cheap because she is able to warp around the arena and just instantly strike you, and take off like a third of your health in a single punch. She's an annoying bitch, and I really hate. So whenever I beat her, I was like, yes.
Yes!
It was so rewarding to beat her, but it came so few times.
Yeah.
It's understandable. I mean, I guess one of the other things I completed the most difficult is like this Halo 2 Legendary. I always have to mention it because the amount of time I spent like doing that difficult level is one shot with a sniper. Even if it shoots you in the foot, you're fucked. It's so outrageous. But yeah. Any games, Dominic?
Personally, the only game I can think of that I have never ever completed because trying to get everything is like Abe's Odyssey.
Mm.
That's just see a guide. Seriously.
Try finding a guide.
There's tons of YouTube Let's Plays of 100%.
The
Yeah.
internet.
You're stupid. Anyway. Yeah, and we're past that subject, but I've been playing a shitload of LTF anyway, which is fast, well, the other way around, FTL, Fast and Light game, which, Karto, you have to play. It's one of the best mini games there are. It's
Oh shit!
yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot. I played Slender.
Oh God.
Because here's what happened. Basically, it was me and Red Mage were just in a random Skype call, and he was like, "You know what I should do? I should play Slender." I'm like, "Okay." So he gets it all set up, and he's gonna like record it through Skype and whatnot. And then I'm like, "Hey, I should bring Sketched in here." So I bring Sketched in, and then Anthony does his fucking game and freaks the fuck out. So I decided to get a call recorder. So I actually now have a working Skype recorder. And I recorded my attempt. I think I recorded part of his attempt and my attempt. I managed to get 4 pages, and then he managed to fucking get me. It was fucking awesome. I love that game. I wasn't scared. Because I went into it with the mindset of, I'm going to fucking kick his ass. I didn't go in there thinking, because that's the thing. It's all about what mindset you're in when you're playing a game like that. You gotta be going in thinking, right, it's time to do some serious fucking business. and you just don't go in thinking, oh, I'm gonna be scared and shit. No, you go in and you kick some ass.
I don't think I've
Yeah,
ever
I
been
did.
scared of an actual horror of a game, you know?
Yeah.
I've never. I mean, I've been frustrated. I've been annoyed not to play that game again, but I've never been scared to play the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, I mean, I felt, I will say, I felt almost every type of emotion when it comes to playing games, apart from, fear.
Yeah.
Whenever I think of fear and gaming, I always remember that my sister is scared to play Pikmin 1.
That is still him, actually.
Of all the games in the world.
Yep.
To be
Yes, the people.
She's scared to play Pikmin 1 simply because of the 30-day limit. That's it.
I can understand.
She
Yeah.
plus she actually, the reason I actually like Halo is simply because when she got to the stage which introduces the flood,
Yeah.
and this will actually prove how much of a gamer my sister is, she had a guide for Halo. So she'd read a little bit about this new enemy, and she was getting quite scared. So she actually called me into her room to play this level with her in co-op. That was my first experience with Halo, playing the flood level.
That's cute.
Man.
I bet she's the kind of player who would be the only kind of people killed by grunts out of all people.
I actually remember one of my fond memories of the original Halo was I was on a ship and there was this flood guy and I had decapitated him, right? So he wasn't attacking me, he was just like following me around and I was just like, hey buddy! he wasn't like exploding or anything, like he was just following me around like he was going to attack me, but he didn't have arms so he couldn't do anything. So it was just this giant like massive fucking like organs and shit just following me around and I was like, hey buddy, how's it going? And then he fell off the ship and I'm like, no! Organ buddy! God damn it! Oh, that was funny. I
was
loved
trying
that.
to kill you throughout all that game.
Yeah, he was trying. I bet you that the AI was fucked up because he couldn't attack me, so it was just like follow me and try and kill me, but he couldn't. It was so funny. I just cracked up.
Yeah, 'cause, the only other thing I can, I love it whenever my sister plays a game because usually it results in hilarity.
You should start making
Yeah.
a new show about
Well,
it.
she doesn't have time to play games anymore, so. But it's the fact that yes, she's scared of Pikmin. She's scared of Pikmin because of the 30-day limit. She was scared of the
Also,
flood
she's
in
six.
Halo, and she nearly destroyed our PS2 controller playing the first mission in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Oh, Ray.
She threw the controller down in rage at when you're riding the bikes.
That's rage.
Yeah,
Yes,
she.
I haven't played GTA, so
I did it first time. She kept fucking up.
Yeah.
I hadn't played a GTA game in years, and I just picked up the controller, did it, and she got really angry at me and never played the game again.
That was good.
wow.
What's the most raging you've ever felt at a game? But yeah, we're pretty much done, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have a lot more news next month. Because I think it's because we did last month so
There
late.
is just if nothing happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be sort of like the build up to E3, really.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
They're not doing another every single year.
They have to do an E3 every year.
Yeah. No.
'Cause
I know,
sh-
I
E-
know it's no shit, but I don't follow the years. I'm just like, oh, that time again, is it?
Yeah. Like
I don't know
E3
what
this
year
year,
is it?
E3 this year better be fucking good. Because really,
2013. I know that because I've just looked at the date at the bottom corner.
Yeah, you just know that because you had to look up the date before answering the question. Yeah,
It's very
yeah,
true.
sure.
I didn't know if it was 2012 still. I don't even know how old I am right now. I'm not joking.
Yeah, I always worry that I'm living really in a bubble, but Hunter really proves that I'm not.
Oh yeah. You could still
Ah.
touch and taste. You still have sensations. You have
I
places to go.
it's pretty sad when I actually have more of a social life than him.
Yeah.
That might be changing with like Dominic and all that. But it's a very slow progression. It kind of fucked up. It's kind of fucked up, but okay. We're done. We're done.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's
Go
go
on.
do some.
Say something else. And by the way, you don't. By the way, you don't have to wait for us to stop talking before you talk. It's anything goes here. Seriously.
Right.
If you wanted to go to Phil's house, stab him in the neck and take over the podcast, anything goes. Seriously.
Oh my god.
Then I would rise from the dead and kill all of you.
Yeah, anything goes.
Hey, I didn't do nothing to you.
You were thinking of it.
Anyway, we should probably wrap this up before we go.
Yeah. So yeah, this has been Karto 1989.
And this
Alright.
has been Halo Hunter.
And
I
I'm
go
Dominic
second.
Lloyd.
Anyway,
next time.
This month has been pretty weird. So we'll see you hopefully next month, where we'll have possibly a lot more to talk about. I hope.
And if we don't, we all kill Hunter.
Yeah. Who's just gone on offline of fear.
okay. Well, anyway, like I said before, I have a Skype recorder now, so I can record Skype calls, and I've done. I tested it with the Slender thing, and it works pretty good.
Okay.
So I
So
can test that out.
we'll see you all next month.